The St. Joe Community Foundation is donating over $90,000 to the Early Learning Coalition of Northwest Florida. The grant donation will allow the Early Learning Coalition to continue to provide critical resources to families and our youngest learners in Northwest Florida. The money will be used to fund various initiatives and programs in line with their mission to provide high-quality early childhood education and care services. Early Coalition leaders say that the St. Joe Community Foundation understands the need for early learning and how it continues to build a successful community.
The Early Learning Coalition is so important because we ensure that children are ready and fully prepared to learn upon entering kindergarten. This foundation lays down a path of lifelong success for our earliest learners.
Parents or caregivers can go to Early Learning Coalition of Northwest Florida online to learn more about the school readiness services they provide.